Hey everyone, welcome to the Meta Report, where we break down the latest LEC trends in just a couple of minutes. Today, we'll be talking about a unique bot lane combo that took the LEC playoffs by storm. I'm talking about Sona and Taric, of course. This 80 carryless bot lane duo has seen play all over the world and was played in both the semi-final and final of the LEC Spring playoffs. Today, we'll be looking at the idea behind the strategy and what makes it so strong. So how does it work? Both Sona and Taric start with support items. Sona starts Spellfeast Edge and Taric starts Relic Shield. At the start of the game, Sona doesn't farm as killing a minion disables gold generation from the item, so Taric will farm all the minions regardless of whether he has Relic Shield stacks or not. In the meantime, Sona will look to harass her opponent, gaining gold from Spellfeast Tribute stacks and Kleptomancy. Once the support quest is complete, Sona can start farming and have access to a much higher gold generation than her opponents, with access to minion gold as well as extra passive gold and tribute stacks from Frostfang. Now you may be asking, why do this over a traditional bot lane? While it's likely that Sona will fall behind her opposing carry laner as she can't farm early, she can quickly catch up with multiple sources of gold once her quest is complete. Going into mid-game, the team with Taric and Sona have two very rich supports that are very strong teamfighting champions due to the amount of AoE shields, heals, crowd control, and invulnerability. As the game progresses, Sona also scales into a scary hyper carry as she finishes Seraph's Embrace and Lichbane, allowing her to burst squishier targets. Taric is also a support that scales well with items, and with access to farm and more gold, he'll be able to buy an Abyssal Mask, an extremely strong purchase on him as the Catalyst passive allows him to spam heals without having mana problems. In addition to all of this, the team with Taric and Sona has access to two Sightstones, being able to put down more wards and have an easier time controlling vision. Typically, Taric and Sona will be paired with strong teamfight champions that they can enable with their kits, such as Kindred, Hyrelia, or Hecarim. With all that covered, it's important to note that the Sona and Taric lane isn't infallible. The duo is very fragile in the early game, especially given that Sona is very squishy. They are extremely bad at pushing, which means they'll have little control over the lane. This fragile laning phase means that Sona and Taric will also have trouble moving to assist their jungler if a fight breaks out in the river or if there's an invade. With little lane presence and the inability to control the wave, teams can look to do multiple things in order to counter the Sona-Taric lane. Drafting strong all-in has been a common answer. The duo lane playing against Sona and Taric can also look to bounce the wave, pushing it fast and having the waves reset so they meet towards the middle of the lane. This forces Sona and Taric to move away from their turret, drawing them out of their safe zone where they are susceptible to ganks or all-ins in a 2v2. Alternatively, teams can stack up the wave and prepare a tower dive with the aid of their mid laner and/or jungler. This is especially easy to do before level 6 when Sona and Taric don't have their ultimates to defend themselves from an impending onslaught. Finally, you can also look to play away from the Sona Taric. Their lack of control over bot lane opens up a lot of roaming potential for the opposing bot lane to impact the map, which is exactly what G2 Esports did to Origen in the LEC finals. With Morgana and Pyke in the bot lane, Morgana would constantly shove the wave with Tormented Soil and not interact with Sona and Taric. In the meantime, Pyke roamed freely, getting takedowns in the mid and top lane. That is it for today. We hope you were able to understand why you're seeing Sona and Taric in the bot lane, as well as some counters to make sure that they aren't able to get to the mid game and become team fighting gods. See you next time.